There are the one places in our lives that right now place us in a spiritual body of mind. This will be an area of outstanding natural beauty, sparking awe and gratitude. It is probably a church, temple, or a network center where the environment places you to an areas of mindfulness. However, our homes so not often have this effect. You need to therefore seek to deliver some of these inspiration into your surroundings to feed your spiritual desires and also nourish your family and visitors. This might involve actually taking a piece of these inspirational areas and transplanting them into your private home. Use some of the same plants and hues from your awe-inducing natural spot. Show small status or representations that keep positions of spiritual significance in your preferred locations of worship, prayer, or meditation. It could be as simple as giving yourself smooth access to assets of proposal location books about your spiritual practice in your space of relaxation. Whilst motivational words scattered about your home can honestly appear tacky, it is probably helpful to show pictures for your partitions that bring positive mantras or prayers to thoughts. That is divinely stimulated and solutions many of the questions one ever had to recognize about the idea of death. Along with the scientific research which can no longer be ignored or undefined. This is a practical, no-nonsense book with the spiritual size that's appropriate for any reader, no matter faith, creed, or none. It's going to release many fears the reader may additionally have around death and include the exquisite possibilities that the afterlife isn't just a spiritual but a verified fact. Recall, although, that your physical can be impacted by your intellectual well-being and vice versa. Studies have shown the presence of stress on your life can induce physical symptoms which can exacerbate present situations. Mental stress can weaken your circle especially, which provoke illness and make it harder for you to engage in physical activities. This combination of unwellness forms can be instrumental in draining your spiritual desires. It may be clever, therefore, to create strange living zones in your home. Devote a nook of a room for moments of a quiet mindfulness and relaxation. All you'll need is a supportive seating area and perhaps some peaceful track. It could be beneficial to use your outdoor spaces too. Surrounding yourself with vegetation can create a surroundings for meditation that's useful in your mind, body, and spiritual center. In reality, when we can shed all of the expectations and judgments we weave, feeling the braveness of factors is magical enough. With nothing in the way, the clean experience of stone and the mist of blue that coats the night are more than enough. With none covering, the whole of life results in itself, and we're amazed to reach without having long gone anywhere. Given our entanglements, one of the most difficult acts of presence isn't to vanish whilst overwhelmed through battle or hardship. The only structures in nature, along with the sun, the birds, and the plant life, are quietly heroic on this regard. Not because they obtain anything, but because they stay completely true to their personal nature, regardless of what happens to them. This is a far more quality of life's centered relationship together with your surroundings. It emphasizes the importance of spiritual factors to your life and how these are more appropriate for making a positive home than the extraneous positions society dictates you have to have. Not to say that a minimalist home tends to be plenty less complicated than easy and is conducive to reducing strain. That said, this could be an extreme technique which won't be sensible. If you have a circle of relatives, especially with children, minimalism may not be the proper approach. However, you can nonetheless put in area environmental equipment to minimize the clutter, make use of storage packing containers that offer an alternative to filling surfaces with clutter. Whereinafter is massively exclusive from others because it solutions a few of the questions associated with loss of life. The journey of the soul, reincarnation, beyond lives, near-dying stories, out-of-body reviews, helping children navigate the loss of a cherished one. Grieving the lack of a child, love, and forgiveness, and many more interrelated topics in a totally factual and understanding way. These books allow the reader to rouse to the possibility that death is not the end, but rather a new beginning, and now to a journey lower back to source. Some will argue that it's far impossible to recognize what lies beyond dying. This type of mindset absolutely ignores the ocean of knowledge and information which has been to be had to humanity for lots of years in help of the afterlife.